City are going all out to beat the living daylights out of Chelsea. Liverpool fans who have insulted Zad. You've insulted Zad, now you want a favour from Zad?
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
He's not taking my calls. Called him a few times. He's not taking my calls. But you people have some cheek. Because I thought Zad was overrated. So why do you want him to do you a favor? If he's overrated, why do you want him to do you a favor? I had to bring out the mail. Again, apologies from people out there. Whenever things get high psychologically or mentally, the meal has to come out. Again, I'm sorry. You know, people will say that it's a bit rude, it's bad manners and anything, but I'm different. I was wired differently and my brain just doesn't really function in the way that normal people do. So when things get higher and the pressure gets high, and we now deal with higher psychological matches, I'm going to bring out the meal because the meal helps me to be able to fully understand the best way to really give you the best analysis out there. Hence the tag Home of Football Analysis. So, Liverpool wants a favour. City wants to take care of business because City wants revenge. Because City's first L was from Chelsea. And City wants to remind Chelsea that that L was a mistake. And I think Pep, more so than getting the 3 points, he wants to correct the errors that were made in said game. But can Chelsea tactically and surgically expose City the way that they did at the Bridge? It's hard to say. Because I do feel that City didn't play well at all in that game. And I feel that, remember, they didn't have De Bruyne in that game. So, it's different right now because City, there is much more of an impetus. And I think that they're playing with more, I think psychologically they're more focused than they were back when they were unbeaten. Because they're now chasing, they were out of it, they got back into it, and they've been given this new lease of life based on how Liverpool have been dropping points and how they've been able to get back into this title race. So, City are the favourites here. They're the team right on form, apart from if we take the Newcastle game away. They're playing really well, playing at a very, very high level. And they have seen what Liverpool have done. And I think they'll be very hyped up to react and to take them away, take them down. This guy called Zad. That's it. I'm not hyping anything. Guys, I'm just here eating my meal. But there's a dude called Zad. And when Zad is called upon, and when Zad delivers, you know, so what he did to contribute to the win over City. So when Zad delivers, he delivers. But tactically, how do I see this game going? I do feel that in two ways. Let's just look at the Bridge game. Pep will want to move the ball quicker and with much more intent. The issue they had is that they had possession, great possession. Chelsea had a touch the ball, but they went very creative They weren't very energetic and inventive when they had the ball. The overlaps, the passing into space, the opportunities, getting to and releasing Sane, Silva, and so forth into the balance. Those moves were not really coming up at the kind of fast pace that you would normally expect from a City team. So Pep will definitely tell him that we will have possession of the ball, we will control possession. Let's make the ball work. Let's make the ball work. For Chelsea, I think Sarri will definitely know that it would be foolish and very immature to literally have the same game plan. Absorb pressure, hit them on the counter. Absorb pressure, hit them on the counter. I do feel Sarri will say, let's try and protect the ball better than we did before. But as we protect the ball, we know that defense can be got. So this is why he will know that David Luiz is going to play a vital role. Because it seems like David Luiz can play Jorginho's role better than flipping Jorginho. Because Luiz knows that once City have that high line, they're committing movement forward, there's always that ball over the top. And if that ball over the top is executed, and the run is timed and executed to perfection, it's all over. So, it's a game with a lot of meaning. Because look, man, City are definitely chasing a title. They definitely want a title because they know what Liverpool are on about, and they know that they have the mental edge over Liverpool. United won. United are top 4 now. So Chelsea know that they need a victory to get into that top 4 situation. Kante is going to be a big man here, and I think Kante is going to be real and crucial. And dude was the guy that scored the opening goal. So, being obviously a much bigger pitch than the Stamford Bridge pitch, I think that's definitely going to play into the hands of both teams. But as I just look at the dynamics of that pitch and I look at how Chelsea were able to effectively get those 2 goals, but especially that first goal, this is where Sarri has to tweak his management style, because you will not be able to keep possession as much as City. City will control possession, and I think that for City, let's be real, you've got to roll with a Sane. They've got to roll with a Sane and a Sterling in there. I think if they roll with a Sane and the Sterling in there, both guys not side by side, but both guys on both flanks really slamming in through, then maybe potentially that's where we can ride. That is where we can ride and say something. So there's so many different concoctions in here. So many different concoctions in here. So many different ways in which that this can go down. But all those leads back to Zad. All roads lead back to Zad. And guys, I am not here to tell you that Zad will produce a masterclass, because he could produce a disaster class. He could be completely crap and garbage. So, because I've seen this story played out many times where I will pump up Zad, I will say he'll do this, he'll do that, and then he's crap, allegedly. So, but Liverpool fans out there, they've been messaging me, they've been tweeting me, and they say you have hope. Because all I want is an apology. If you want Zad to do a job, apologize. Apologize, and then maybe I can give you a line in there. Because look, I called him before. He's not answering my calls now, but I said, look, Zad, Liverpool fans want you to do a job. They want a masterclass. They want that Zad back. And Zad told me that, nah, sorry, these guys have been rude to me, so I was like, what with that? So Zad at the moment, he's in 2 minds. He's in 2 minds of whether go in there, do his thing, and they can go their way, or he's like, you know what, let me bring that Zad back. Let me bring that magic back. Let me bring that top 3 psychosis into here and let me try and do sign. So look, man, it's a big game. It's a big game because if Chelsea win, that could monumentally change the whole landscape of this title race. If it's a draw, slight advantage given to Liverpool, not great for City or Chelsea. If Man City win, boom, I still think City have that mental, psychological edge. But also as well, Chelsea are in a serious situation. And so now they now know that, my gosh, we're now having to now chase one of the most informed sides. People, a team that has been unbeaten under your boy Solskjaer. So things are crazy here, you know. Are we going to get Zad masterclass? That's the thing. That's all we want to know. Are we going to get a Zad masterclass? People, before I did this video, I had about 50 messages. People were saying, look, HH, are we going to get Zad masterclass? It's like, aren't you going to ask me how I am? No, we know how you are. Are we going to get that Zad? Not that Zad. That Zad is like, whoa. That Zad only comes out in a few games because that Zad is arguably top 2. Arguably top 2. Like, that Zad is like top 4. That Zad? Oh my god, that Zad is like top 2. So, you know, there are many Zads that we can do here. So, guys, the beauty about this is that I don't know. I will try and get him on the line later tonight. But the fact of the matter is that Pep is focused. Man City are focused. And this focus is first because City are going all out to beat the living daylights out of Chelsea. It's true. And we also have the whole De Bruyne little Zad thing there as well. So I think, you know, obviously the defensive for Chelsea. Look, man, I've always thought Rudiger has been alright, but I really believe that he's really going to ride with a David Luiz Christensen thing, because I'm a big fan of Christensen. I think Christensen can really develop to be a really quality defender. And look, bro, roll with flipping Emerson. Look, Alonso is trash. Alonso is trash. I'd rather take the good and bad of Emerson than the trash that's Alonso. Let's be quoted there and everything. See now, if RLC is fit, RLC has got to start ahead of Barkley. If RLC isn't fit, cool. All right then, you know, let's roll with your boy Ross Barkley, and then my view, I'd roll with a Higuain, Zad, Hudson-Odoi. That's the 3 I will rock with because I feel that 3 has the ability to do some damage against defense, because how you beat this Man City team is how quickly do you get into transition. And the reason why Palace give City so many issues is that they're very good in transition. They're very good in transition. So obviously, like Palace, against most other teams, it's very hard for them to hustle them down because most other teams are not as attacking and do not commit as many men forward as City do. But City, the way that their tactic has to work is they have to have as many bodies as possible right up there, even their defenders as well. Which means that if they lose the ball in particular dangerous areas and you quickly transition, you get the ball diagonal over to your guys out wide and you really expose them and stretch them and really hit the ball into that space, then they're on the back foot. They're already on the back foot. So it's getting them on that back foot because the counter is always on. The space is always on. They will always give you that space. But the reason why they're hard to beat is very clever, very smart defenders, very great readers of the game in Fernandinho, in Laporte, so they don't give you that opportunity to get that ass. I mean, guys, I don't even want to give a prediction. That's how we like. That's why, bro. It's meal. Bro, it's meal, baby. I don't want that prediction, baby. But I've been thinking long and hard about this game. Because this game is big. There's a lot on the line. Title race. Guys want to win the Premier League title. They want to go top 4 Champions League. Will Zad deliver the goods? City are here to take care of business. Liverpool fans who have insulted Zad. You've insulted Zad. Now you want a favor from Zad? How quickly the shoe fits the other foot. That didn't make any sense. But as I've studied this game, tactically, analytically, I've looked at all the nooks and crannies, the insides, the outs, you know, the Pythagoras theorem, E equals MC squared. You want a scoreline. No. Let me give you not okay, let me give you two answers. The first answer is this: I can't guarantee you a Zad masterclass on Sunday. I'm sorry. So that's the truth. I can't guarantee you a Zad masterclass. But I think if Zad comes alive, I think he can get that ass. I think if Zad gets a masterclass, I think he can get that ass. But I can't guarantee because I just don't know. So I don't think he may really deliver what you want, the fans. I'm sorry. That's just me being as real as a pyrotechnical screw. 2-1 to Man City. You know, I've delved deep into the game. I've looked at how Man City are playing, how they're walking, how they're operating. I'm looking at Chelsea, Higuain fitting in, but then the Huddersfield game, but then Huddersfield are different from Man City. City play very differently, looking at the defense, the midfield, the balance, and so forth. I just feel that when it comes down to it, it's going to be a close-ish kind of game. But I think overall, I just think City mentally, psychologically will be on a higher footing than Chelsea. So City will outgun them just 2-1. But guys, whatever the case may be, let me just tell you this. As I said again, I don't think Zad is going to give you what you need. I'm sorry. But let's say he does. I think I need some people to make a few comments. That's just what I'm saying. But again, I cannot guarantee a Zad will give you what you need. I can't. I will try and call him again and try and say, yo, Zad, Liverpool fans want a favor. They say they are sorry. And I'll see what he says. But guys, it's going to be fun. But whatever the case, your friend, hopefully, Double H, half up, aka the sexiest analyst in the whole wide world, and possibly the galaxy, is going to give you his cold-blooded, hardcore reaction when all is said and done. But yeah, man, we are in for a very exciting season, both with regards to the Premier League title and this flipping fascinating top 4 race. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot Patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.